We're here at the Medicine Festival.
We are the wisdom Foragers on a quest so grand. Travel the globe, uncover truth in every land. Bushcrafted survival through forests and streams. Challenging norms, living out our dreams. Live life like an adventurer.
So this is day one. We are here on a journey at the Medicine Festival 2024. I'm here with my brother Muti. He is one of the founders and leaders of the Ubuntu Village, and we're here at Medicine Festival 2024.
Here at Ubuntu Village, we say I am because we are.
Sharing the energy, sharing the powers. He's bringing it to us. We're coming together to bring that energy to you.
Ubuntu Village focuses on decolonial frameworks for well-being. How can we look at ourselves in this contemporary time that we're living in, and what does decolonial well-being look like? What does it feel like? What does it smell like? What does it taste like? I'm going to ask you to take a 1-minute transformation. What it feels to be colonized in your body, to the posture, the embodiment of your liberation, the embodiment of your sovereignty, of your divine essence. And I'm going to ask you for a minute to take every itching stretch in your body to arrive in that posture. And really asking ourselves to start to invite the work in which we can start to undo some of those binds and previous obstructions. And how can we remove those obstructions and start to feel the limitless capacity inside that connects us to the source of all living life.
True essence of self.
Exactly, true essence of self. And at the same time, where this Afrofuturistic artistry can account and acknowledge the past, step through to be unifying the present as a prayer and a projection of our energy into the highest timeline of our future. How do we unify as a people to start to harness those powers that we have already innate in us, and as a community unify to amplify that across the macro from the micro?
Cheese! Yes.
As we're here on day 2, connecting to the drum circle, feeling that beat, that heartbeat of life, energizing, connecting with the earth, connecting with the freedom of spirit and movement. Here at Ubuntu Village, Medicine Festival 2024, people connect to themselves at a deeper level to create a higher consciousness, decoding colonization, freeing themselves and liberating themselves from the negative coding that we find ourselves in this modern world, making time to connect back to one another through the power of the drum. As we journey and adventure through the Medicine Fest, experiencing the different cultures, the different vibes, the different frequencies, as people are connecting more deeply to their essence and seeking to connect more deeply to the ancestors, to nature, to one another, and living for greater purpose. What a great experience to be around so many different cultures of people connecting to go deeper into themselves. They're not trying to get out of themselves, but really trying to get into themselves at a deeper level. As we venture from one aspect into another stage, this place is full of like different villages, different communities, different people. We're heading over to the main stage to see my brother Muti performing and the rest of the Ubuntu Village.
Okay, Medicine Festival 2024. This is day one. Celebrate yourself. Let us walk up and wait, this is your first time in Men's Circle. Welcome. Let's celebrate our brothers. In this moment, we're going to engage in something non-verbal. So, this side, communicate to them non-verbally what you've seen. So when we speak about our word, we speak about the root of what makes us a man. That truth, that integrity is what allows us to see eye to eye. And I know that if I'm on the battlefield, you're not gonna run. When there's 12,000 men running at 300. If I know my brothers are with me, and we stand in defiance of something we truly believe is dehumanizing, or inherently bad, and we specifically are standing for that justice, and by our truth, we stand in that liberty and light, that 300 can thwart 4 times that 1,200. And we have seen it.
Yes. In history.
In history.
Many times.
Many times. What aspect of yourself is being called? What part of yourself have you not been able to show up in that truth, a commitment? Maybe it's a commitment to another. Maybe it's a commitment to a loved one. Maybe it's even just a commitment to yourself.
We all need somebody to lean on. When you're not strong, I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. For it won't be long, 'cause I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Somebody to lean on.
To Brotherhood, Sons of Zion. We've been holding this space down for Melanated Movement. It's the first time we've ever opened it up. I'm Zion! We do this. We're bred for this. It's about time we reclaim the land. Started to recognize the responsibility of our interconnectivity to being a channel for nature's words to speak through us, not separate from her. And when we start to feel that reverence, we start to realize that there's basic necessities that we have overlooked in our own lives because our biomarkers haven't needed to use them because of the level of commercialism and luxury we've been experiencing. When we reduce ourselves back to that bare minimum, we start to harness those fight or flight responses, and we start to deal with what it means to tap into that primal energy and to feel that deep security of being an embodied man.
So never miss an opportunity to forage wherever you go. And look what we found over here, blackberries. So these blackberries here are full of antioxidants, full of vitamin C and lots of amazing good nutrients. Just walking past, look at the size of these conkers, crazy. So this is a horse chestnut tree, and I don't think I've seen such massive conkers, man. They almost look like apples. We used to play some good fun games with these when I was a kid, smashing each other's conkers. I'm gonna do a video on this one day. But these are crazy. Summertime is such a great time for foraging, right? You're gonna find so much different types of fruits and nuts and vegetables growing as the sun is feeding the earth and bringing more plenty.
Day 3, nice and early. My voice has got a little bit tested out from all the roaring and shouting. Hey, hey, hey! Calling, expressing. But this is day 3 to start. Nice and early, sun's just risen. I'm doing my warrior activation workshop today. It's all about connecting to that divine guardian within ourselves, calling upon the part of us that brings action into being, the part of us that's about protection and rising up to overcoming the challenges in our life, facing our shadows, sincerely honoring and respecting ourselves. The part of you that is disciplined, the part of you that is determined, the part of you that believes in the essence of you, it believes in your potential, it believes in the fullness of who you are. It's got your back 100%. This part, we're mixing together some Qigong with some Muay Thai and martial arts, with some Tai Chi. My own special variation of Muay Thai Qigong. And we're going to be looking at how we can work with the flow of energy, bringing in balance, bringing in strength, bringing some conditioning, bringing in aspects of movement, and how we can connect to that divine guardian, the warrior within.
There's a fire deep inside, rising from the core. A light that's been sleeping, but now it's ready to roar. I've walked through the shadows, faced the darkest of nights. Now I'm stepping in the ring, on the truth as my might. I'm not here for vengeance, not here for
feeling yourself. Observe the one in front of you. Honor them. See the warrior within them. See the strength within them. See the righteousness within them. See the power and the strength within them. But now I also want you to honor the vulnerability in yourself. I want you to honor the part of you that holds you back from that aspect. Honor the part of you that makes you feel uncomfortable in conflict. Honor the part of you that makes you feel vulnerable.
walked through the pain, learned the lessons in stone. Now I carry the wisdom.
So on the battlefield, your weaknesses can get you killed, and your strengths will bring survival in. But in everyday life, if you don't honor your weaknesses, you will find yourself in a constant weakness state, and your weaknesses will lead you to addictions. Your weaknesses will make you vulnerable to others. Acknowledge one another. I see you. I'm being seen. Let your palms bring energy towards one another.
Dangerous but calm, I rise like a storm, but I heal with a balm. I'm fearless in battle, but my heart seeks the light. I fight for what's right, with compassion as my guide. In the heat of the struggle, I don't lose my way. I'm grounded in purpose, with the dawn of a new day. I'll speak for the voiceless, and I'll shield the oppressed. With love as my armor, I'll pass every test. I'm a peace warrior, dangerous.
I am grounded as the earth. I am action as fire.
I am action as fire.
I am foresight and vision as air.
I am foresight and vision as air.
I am free and cleansed by the waters.
I am free, cleansed by the waters.
Within my soul ignites. In the name of love, I will win my fight.
Don't feel quite as good as last night. 'Cause we got this thing where we're loving and we're moving. Yeah. I know it's early.
And we're what we've needed to feed it, to feed it. The truth will blow your mind. Hey, do it for the feeling. Do it like the meaning.
Peace. Have a nice one.
Feed it, feed it, feed it.
We're here at Medicine Festival and I've bumped into the man, Bruce Parry, the tribal specialist who's been traveling around the world, connecting to cultures and connecting to the land and to nature and sharing his experiences by connecting to nature and different cultures, man. I'm so honored to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, man.
How you doing?
Really good. Yeah, so happy to be here, having a great time. And yeah, just there's some really wonderful people here. Lovely conversations like this one.
Yeah, it's great. What do you think is important for the world now, like reflecting on like Indigenous cultures, Western culture and the time we're living in now? How can we create more bridges?
Well, it is about listening to our Indigenous wisdom of the past, you know, and there's so much that we need to remember and be out in nature and connect to nature and heal. We've got a lot of healing to do, and we've got to learn about our true ancestry, which is kind of the work I'm writing a book about. That's kind of what that's going to be about. It's just
Exciting. I'm doing the same, man. I've just brought out a film recently. It's called Humanitarian, the story of us humans.
Okay.
And it looks at that. Like it looks at Africa as a foundation of human history.
Nice.
And then how do we become with the different variations? Looking at like, you know, the struggle of civilization and the arcs of our story, but our interconnected story at the end of the day.
You are a living member of the most extraordinary family to have ever existed. One that spanned the globe and looked to the stars.
Greetings, my name is Nuakai Aru. I am a filmmaker, a martial artist and a world explorer. I'm of Jamaican and British heritage. I've spent a lot of time traveling around the earth, looking at decolonial understandings of history, culture, anthropology and spirituality. What we need to do as humans today is we need to open up our cultural lens for how we look at who we are as humans. We need to expand our story and share our shared collective story to understand our connections, to retell that story from a perspective that reflects the greater picture of who we are. How do we get out of the paradigm of just viewing things from a Eurocentric perspective and begin to look at reality from either a spiritual centric perspective or from a global conscious perspective?
And it became the Chinese I Ching with 64 codes, 64 hexagrams, and they're created out of the same structure. You know, what I see, you know, what came for me was this symbolism, this allegory of the life cycle of the dragonfly. And I just spent a week in Norfolk on the Broads and the rivers and just sailing, and it was a kingdom of dragonflies at this time of year. Green, blue, red, orange, iridescent creatures, incredible creatures. And I don't know if you know this, but the dragonfly begins its life as an underwater creature, like a larvae, and it's a very successful predator underwater, and it lives for 2-3 years as a kind of lackluster grey predator creature living under the water. And then one day something happens, some sleeping gene encoded deep in its DNA triggers an event, and that event makes the dragonfly reach up through the water. So it finds a stalk of grass or a reed and it climbs slowly up towards the light, and it's never left the underwater environment before. So it doesn't know what it's doing at one level. So it's climbing up and it comes towards the sun, and then it's out of the water and it's clinging to this reed. And then literally in the space of 4 or 5 hours, this incredible transmutation takes place. And this thorax uncurls, and the water from its old life pumps with hydraulics, through hydraulic pressure, pumps open these incredible wings, and this creature starts to unravel. And it goes from being a grey nymph, underwater creature, to this incredible iridescent, four-winged, unbelievably aerodynamic, complex insect that is. I feel I have to welcome the new wave coming to the heart of our story here. Welcome, dragonflies.
I told you you're more famous than me.
We could be here sometime. I'll tell you the story over the song. The point about this story is the life cycle of the dragonfly and its transformation is not linear. So we can sit around and we can discuss what AI is going to do for us, and we can project all kinds of savior things onto politicians or onto technology, or it's going to save us, this is going to save us, that's going to save us. But as Zach said, you know, we're not victims, so we don't need saving. We need to go inside. And that's where the saving is taking place. It's taking place deep inside our DNA. You know, because this whole process that we're in is written. It's already happening. It's meant to happen this way. It's meant to happen through this incredible melting pot, this process. And how does a genetic mutation take hold across a whole species? It's happened before. In the far distant past, it happened in humans before, so it's bound to happen again. What kind of an environment does a mutation need? It needs heat. It often needs chaos, and it needs trauma sometimes, because it needs to be shaken. And we are that. We need to be shaken up. And that's what this process is. And so we can't imagine really the life of the dragonfly. We're in that process of walking up, you know, climbing up the stalk right now. But what does the future human look like on the other side of this change? It's virtually unimaginable. It's an acausal event. You know, we think we're going to go in this direction. Yeah, we think we're going to get to Mars, and then technology is going to take us here, and this is going to happen. And we predict through our linear, progressive minds, and we can put as much data behind that as we want. But you never expect the unexpected, right? It's like it arrives in the middle of your talk. Something unexpected, and that's what's going to happen to humanity. Something deeply unexpected. You know, it won't be linear. Look at the dragonfly. There was nothing linear about that. 3 years under the water, predator, victim of the environment. 3 hours, completely different, creature of the air, creature of a dragon for Christ's sake. Do we need a better symbol?
I am because we are. Ubuntu.
Vibe in the festival has been one of love, friendliness, connection. In the daytime, you know, people that you don't know from different cultures and backgrounds come up to you, greet you, ask you how you're doing. It's been really cool, like connecting to different like-minded people from all different places around the world. In the nighttime, it's really cool because you can hear all these different sound systems, different stages, different things going on. And even if you can't make each and every space, you still feel this collective connection of people delving deeper into themselves and deeper into the medicine of nature and life. The moon is shining bright this evening. We're very close to a full moon now. My first experience here at the Medicine Festival has been a positive one. Connection. Connection has been the word for me on this journey. Connection and sharing. I think those are the two strongest words for me, is connection and sharing. So I've just come out of the most amazing sauna ritual. It was the fire, the heat tapping into the oak. This is my brother Atum, leader of that ritual. Please tell me about that. What did we just do?
Basically, it's about increasing the blood flow and circulation to the brain. And if you contrast it with cold shower as well, it brings you out like different states of bliss. You know, like with the normal treatment, we do the treatment and we go out, have a cold shower, come back in, push yourself as much as you can. So you get the most out of it by going in and out, in and out, in and out.
What we used, what was it? It was oak. What's the name of the
Oak
ritual?
leaves. Oak leaves. It's called a banya.
Banya.
Banya. Traditional Russian banya.
Right. And it's using the oak leaves, and the smoke of the oak, and the heat of the fire and the sauna and the pine, and then heating it up, the massage.
Yeah. To your breaking point as well, not just like a little bit of steam. This is like,
it's hot.
Some people like to leave, you know.
It's like a temescal, like a sweat lodge in a sauna. Intensity, chanting, singing, using affirmations. It literally felt like a rebirth, coming out of the fire, being reborn like the phoenix, shedding that doesn't serve us and standing in the power of our glory.
And embracing the wisdom of the oak.
The journey's been great so far. It's been really good to come and deliver some of the personal development, self-mastery work. Kind of lost my voice a little bit, but it's been worth it. Lots of powerful, primal, energetic shouting and calling to the universe. The Sacred Warrior Activation Workshop today was amazing. Really good to be able to help people connect more deeply to the divine sacred warrior within them that can be used to bring action into everyday life, be used to protect them, help them acknowledge their vulnerability and also step into their power and strength. It's been great to connect and learn from different Indigenous cultures and meet lots of different people from different walks of life, different types of ethnicities who are all here to, most importantly, connect to one another, connect to the earth and learn from different cultures.
Wow, what a weekend. The Medicine Festival 2024 has been a really fun first time experience for us as a family. Lots of connections, lots of sharing, but just being outside for a multiple amount of days was just enriching to the soul, enriching to the family. And I'm really grateful that we were able to experience this together. So this has been us, Wisdom Foragers, at the Medicine Festival 2024, checking out. That's a wrap.